welcome back to another rendition of Tell It All Fridays. I know that I usually come on here and I always talk a little bit of, kicks in and things like that. But this week I just said, let's dial it back because a lot has been happening in this past couple of weeks. I would be like this week, especially, in the soca community, we have a young girl missing and her family is still out there searching and trying to get everything together for her. And I just felt that with this coming to the forefront, it really put a need for us to go ahead and we need to protect ourselves. We need to know how to protect ourselves and what to do in different situations, because how you always think it's never going to be you, and then you just never know. And I feel like with this missing person case going on, it really put things in the the forefront of our minds. And I want us as a community, because I really see that when we are together and we banded together by islands, we could do a lot, okay? Because everybody is reposting and resharing and just want to bring her home, and just giving prayers and just wishing for her safety and a safe home, a safe return. So I feel like we need to be prepared, because I can honestly tell you I would never know what to do if I'm in a situation with a stalker or somebody just come to like rob me or anything like that. I wouldn't know the first thing to do. Trust and believe, with all the big mouth I have, I would be like, oh my gosh, no, right? Because they always talk about for my old job, they used to have a training where they say like, would you fight or flight? And like, you really don't know how you would react in certain situations unless you are put in certain situations. So you can say you're going to do this, you can say you're going to do that, but you just never know. And I feel like we should, as a whole, women, men, whoever, should know how to protect ourselves. And I was really thought about going and do a self-defense class or a little boxing, so you can at least do a little something, little karate chop, something we need to know. Or you could go on like Amazon or Instagram and get those like self-defense little tools, and you could have that and defend yourself, because this poor girl was minding your own business, living your own life, and this man come and interfere with she because he wants to be with she. So let me say something, that's a whole other story. But I just want us to just know that we have to do better, because everybody nowadays are always on their phone. I know that I walk my dog crazy early in the morning, and anything can happen because it's dark outside. Literally dark is me and Riley, my little Rai, minding our business. And I remember like when I first moved down here in my apartment complex, and I was by myself, one morning this man, I don't even know where he came from, because I was busy like walking Riley and like on my phone like lackadaisical, like always, not paying attention. And the man came and he was like, yeah, I always see you walking out here this time of morning. And he go to the gym. And I'm like, well, sir, this is my first time I ever noticed you. And this is the first time you ever spoke to me. So you never know who watching you and how long they're watching you and when they're watching you. Because if he had never said that to me, I'd have been like, I don't know this man from A to Z. And I'm like, I want to tell you, I'm walking and he just come like from behind. Thank God he didn't want to do nothing to me, but you never know. You never know who plotting for you and how they're plotting for you. So we just always have to be on our toes, and we need to learn this. Not like, not to live in fear, but to always be alert. And this generation kind of don't know how to be alert. You got to alert. You have to be alert to see the signs. Or if you're not like, if you ain't peeping for that, it go bypass you. And it's sad. It's sad, but I feel like, this happening. And then with the Gabby situation, like one of my friends was like, Gabby, that Gabby case caught a lot of attention, but then, you over here, I can tell you the Caribbean community has shown up and showed out. And thank God for that, because that's how the word is getting out and the word is spreading. because we're not taking no. We want this case to be heard. This need national coverage, just like Gabby, just like Brian. Brian been missing for how long? They searching Sarasota long for Brian. We need a search. We need all these different things for Maya and bring she home. Simple said and done. But you know, the more that we do and the more that we band together is the more coverage is gonna be, and the more resources we will have to bring this young girl home. Cause that could be my little cousin. Plain and simple. My little cousin. And then, you know what, we also have to teach our, you know, not even girls, but our boy children too, like, you know, in different instances where you are uncomfortable, don't laugh it off and don't play it off. Because I'm kind of, you know, I do this a lot too. Like if I'm like nervous, I laugh, and people might think that it's okay, but it's not really okay, because you wouldn't know. Like we don't know how to react in situations where we're uncomfortable, and you know, I just like, but on the inside it's not. It's like, don't fucking touch me. Don't tell me that. Like I had old men tell me that see me grow up from a kid to a big grown woman, minding my business, gonna be like, boy, every time I see you, something that's happened to me. What? Sir, I could be your granddaughter. I could be your daughter. Do you think that it's okay for you to be saying this to me right now? We have to let people be accountable. My mother was so mad when I came home and told her what the man said to me. She was like, when I see him, I go fucking cuss him. I go cuss he cunt. Come in, behave. But you know, it's sad that we live in a world that you always have to think that not everybody has your best interests at heart, and not everybody want to see you do good. And we always have to protect ourselves. And also the number one protection is prayer. Pray and pray and pray, because prayers has come true, and prayer is good. But I just wanted to make sure that we just shine a light. If y'all have not heard about this missing person case, I'll go ahead and put the information on the YouTube channel. You could go follow their Instagram. You could follow the thread. Go follow the news as well. Florida news is covering it, because I live in Florida, so they are covering it on the Florida news. But I don't know if it's got like big attention. But I pray that it does, and I pray that she comes home very soon, because I could only imagine how her family is feeling. This is sad. It's a whole sad situation, and we need to shed more light, and we need to get the resources, because there's a lot of missing persons that happen throughout the year. Throughout the year, you could be just going to the mall, and you go into your car, and somebody come in and be there waiting for you. Like my grandmother, rest in peace. She told me a story about this coworker that she had, and the man had like broke into her car and laid down in the back seat and waited for her to come, and then, you know, robbed her, and then what he had to do was she. And so every time, like every morning when I go in my car, I always look back in the back seat to see if somebody there, because my grandmother literally instilled that in my brain, like, don't do it. Check your car before you go up, because I ain't got time. The whole man. So, you know, it's like she instilled that in me. She also instilled, like, always have the toilet seat down. So, you know what, we need to start instilling in our young daughters, nieces, nephews, protect yourself. Know how to protect yourself as well. And if your gut is telling you something off, listen to that voice. Listen to what your inner self is telling you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But yes, y'all, just have a good Friday. Next Friday we gonna start to talk. We go kicks again. We go kicks again. Or you be safe, because out there you have COVID. And if you're going to Miami Carnival, wine for me.